Across the globe, many prisons are infamous for their brutal security measures, horrific conditions, and inhumane treatment of inmates. In these prisons, inmates face severe violence, harsh solitary confinement, and unbearable living conditions, making them some of the most dangerous facilities worldwide. Let's take a closer look at these prisons where life becomes a constant struggle. ADX Florence, United States. Location: Florence, Colorado. Established in 1994, ADX Florence is part of the Federal Bureau of Prisons and is known as the most secure federal prison in the United States. Its purpose is to hold the most dangerous inmates who are deemed a threat to national security or who pose a risk to other inmates. The facility has high-tech security measures, including soundproof cells and tight surveillance. Inmates spend 23 hours a day in solitary confinement, limiting their interactions with others and the outside world. The prison is designed to prevent escapes and has a reputation for psychological control. Notable inmates include Theodore Kaczynski, also known as the Unabomber, and Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, the Boston Marathon bomber. Lante Prison, France. Location: Paris, France. Lante opened in 1867 and has been a focal point for prisoners in France. Over the years, it has gained notoriety for its overcrowding and poor living conditions. Known for its cramped cells, lack of proper sanitation, and inadequate medical care, many inmates have reported instances of violence and abuse within the facility. The prison has a high rate of suicide and self-harm incidents among inmates. Inmates have frequently protested against the conditions, leading to several riots and demonstrations over the years. Kariru Prison, Brazil. Location: São Paulo, Brazil. Built in the 1920s, Kariru was one of the largest prisons in Brazil until its closure in 2002. It became infamous for the 1992 massacre when police killed 111 inmates during a riot. The prison was severely overcrowded, often holding 3 times its intended capacity. Conditions were dire, with insufficient food, medical care, and rampant violence among inmates. After the 1992 massacre, Kariru became a symbol of the failures of Brazil's prison system. The 1992 riot and subsequent police crackdown drew international attention and criticism for human rights abuses. Gitarama Central Prison, located in Gitarama, Rwanda, was established in the early 1990s. It became notorious during the Rwandan genocide. Initially designed for a capacity of 400 inmates, it housed thousands at its peak. Overcrowding led to unsanitary conditions, disease outbreaks, and a lack of basic necessities like food and medical care. Inmates often faced violence and abuse, leading to numerous deaths from malnutrition and illness. The prison has been criticized by various human rights organizations for its treatment of inmates and the inhumane conditions. San Pedro Prison, located in La Paz, Bolivia, was built in the 19th century. It is known for its unique structure, where inmates can buy or rent their cells, effectively creating a prison economy. The prison operates almost like a small community, where inmates live with their families. This has led to a chaotic environment where corruption and drug trafficking are rampant. Conditions can be brutal, with inadequate access to health care and sanitation. Over the years, there have been numerous reports of violence and drug-related incidents within the prison. Bang Kuang Prison, located in Nonthaburi, Thailand, was opened in 1930. Often referred to ironically as the Bangkok Hilton, due to its brutal conditions, it primarily houses male prisoners, including foreign inmates. Known for its harsh treatment, inmates often face extreme punishments and are sometimes chained in their cells. Overcrowding is a common issue. The prison has a high incidence of violence, self-harm, and disease among inmates. Reports of inmate deaths due to beatings and lack of medical care have drawn criticism from international observers. Black Dolphin Prison, located in Seoul-Iletsk, Russia, is one of the country's most notorious prisons. Established in the late 1990s, it was designed to hold the most dangerous criminals, including serial killers and terrorists. Inmates here are kept in strict isolation, with no contact with other prisoners or the outside world. They are subjected to harsh conditions and strict discipline. The prison is known for its psychological control methods, including extreme silence and minimal human interaction. Black Dolphin houses some of Russia's most dangerous criminals, including murderers and organized crime figures. Guantanamo Bay, located in Cuba, was established in 2002 as part of the U.S. government's response to the September 11 attacks. The facility has been controversial due to its treatment of detainees. Detainees have faced allegations of torture, including waterboarding and other inhumane treatment. The facility operates without standard legal processes and has drawn international criticism for human rights violations and lack of due process for detainees. High-profile detainees include Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, and the facility has become a focal point for discussions about torture and legal rights. Fremantle Prison, located in Fremantle, Western Australia, was built in the 1850s and functioned as a prison until it closed in 1991. It has since become a historic site and tourist attraction. The prison was known for its harsh conditions and was often overcrowded. Inmates faced inadequate health care and harsh treatment. Today, it is preserved as a heritage site, and guided tours highlight its grim history. The prison has numerous stories of inmate escapes, executions, and harsh treatment that reflect the dark side of its operational history. These prisons exemplify the extremes of incarceration worldwide, revealing the issues of human rights violations, overcrowding, and the sometimes brutal conditions inmates face. The histories of these facilities illustrate the need for reform in correctional systems to ensure humane treatment of all prisoners. The stories from these jails remind us of the ongoing struggles for prisoners' rights and the importance of reforming penal systems to uphold human dignity and justice.